Berger is here. He's live on Customer Appreciation Month. We certainly appreciate you.
I appreciate you and certainly all of you guys.
Folks, we are really excited, you know, because it's all the big customer picks.
Yeah,
that's what's good about it.
The big ones.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is Aaron and I are going to have a blast showcasing a big, this is big, folks. It's lightweight, but it's big. It's over 10 inches of tablet. It's over 10 inches of glorious screen, even the better for watching great movies on like Netflix or maybe the movies you make yourself. We've put together a bundle, a package that we are well known for, very famous for. It includes, well, everything. Basically, you can choose purple, there's leopard, there's black, there's red. Notice how the cases are color-coded, or this one I believe we're calling turquoise. Every single one comes with a case. Actually, that's a lie. They don't come with a case. They come with a keyboard case, even better. So if you want to get down to business and you want to type an email or do some work, always having a keyboard is going to be great. We're at $149 for Customer Appreciation Month. We're going to include over $200 of software. And stand by, because in about 3 minutes' time during this presentation, we're going to reveal a brand new product that would work with this tablet or any tablet that we found in Las Vegas at the electronics show, created by a Scottish lady who is phenomenally talented. We'll reveal what it is in a few moments' time. Aaron, sir, as tablets go, we are world famous for our office.
Of course. I mean, this is one of the very big things. In electronics, there's pretty much nothing we do better than tablets. And this tablet, do you understand, this is the biggest screen we sell on HSN. Yeah. This is a 10.6-inch screen, so it's about a ½ inch bigger, which means, you know, screen size is measured diagonally, so that really begins to matter when you measure diagonally. It's a bit of an exponential difference. First thing I'll show you, this 10.6-inch high-definition in-plane switching screen. Nobody ever looked at their screen ever one time and said, I wish that screen was smaller. No. Nobody ever did it. So you can compare this, if you will, to like the #1 screen size in America, the 7-inch screen. And you know, it would be nothing. It would be nothing to spend $150. Sure. In fact, I sell them all the time for a 7-inch screen and a dual-core processor. $150 would be a great price. This is a 10.6-inch screen, and this is a quad-core processor. This is not only a quad-core processor, it's what's that? Intel! It's Intel inside. It's the #1 processor company in the world. A lot of computer people, a lot of tablet people, they'll only buy Intel because it's the best of the best. So you have an Intel quad-core processor inside, which means when you go to Netflix, when you go to your Google Play Store, which, by the way, super thin, super light, you go to your Google Play Store, which has more apps, more games, more music, more ebooks than anywhere else in the world. When you do any of these things, you can see it's immediate. Yeah. There's absolutely no waiting. So that's the first thing I want to mention. I also want to mention this has the #1 operating system in America. This has the Google Android operating system. Think of this tablet. It's a NuVision tablet, but really a collaboration of technology between Google and Intel. So you see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see, 13, 14, 15 programs all running at one time. Now, that's because we have the power of Intel and we have the power of Android. I want to put this in the case and talk about the case, but Adam's going to tell you a little something first.
We are very excited.
This is cool.
We're going to reveal it right now. If you have a tablet, be prepared because you're going to want what we're going to